This YouTube video is a couple days in the life of like going to high school with Tourette's. So enjoy, I suppose.
We're outside. We are outside. It is time for class. I have science. I have history. Ew, I have history next.
So I'll show you the covalent bonding one. Well, here, let me show you this. Just so you're kind of used to it. When I post this, it's going to take you, I think, directly to the ionic bonding one, but it might take you to this page. And so I'm going to show you the covalent bonding one. And I think this one is a lot easier to understand. But the ionic bonding one, there will be questions, so you'll have to answer questions on it. All right.
There's someone at the door.
So covalent.
In my 504, it says that teachers are supposed to just ignore my tics, and Miss Kajrowski, my science teacher, does a really good job of that. Some teachers choose not to, even though it's a legal binding document, but that's not important right now.
Closed-toed shoes. Do you have your goggles on the whole time? Are you putting your hair back? All those things that we need to do to be safe. Like, are you following those? So I know lab safety is how we kind of started the year. I'm not grading you on that on this test. Yes, you're good then, because if you can't put your hair back, then most likely it's also not going to be close enough to a flame to catch on.
What page is it on?
Yeah, well, we have to, those of us who have a little bit longer hair, either mine is out of length, I do put it back, but it's pretty hard. I mean, I really have to lean over. But when you have longer hair, you have to worry about like accent. You're gonna have to be careful. Yeah, if you flip like this, you could go right across that bump.
Sus. My hair. Masakita wing. Snarlack.
Science is always really interesting.
Snarlack.
We have a lot of fun in science. Miss Kajrowski is awesome. I love her, and I have a couple friends in that class, so it's always just kind of chaotic, but I love it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're untrustworthy of the wing. Before you know. And then you die.
All right, so not on the test is my point. So the first page that you're looking at is going to be your protons, neutrons, and electrons.
I'm a wizard. We need like an actual Wingardium Leviosa.
Just look it over, and this will be on Google Classroom. Like, I will immediately upload this to Google Classroom.
Do you want us to write it down?
So you don't have to write it down.
Oh, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay, follow through your notes so you know where that information. All right, so atomic number is the proton. You need to understand what the atomic number is. Electrons will equal, well, let's just put the.
Here is an example of my tics being very calm because I am drawing. Usually my tics are very calm. Also in choir because I'm singing, which is just very interesting.
Would say 12.011. You would round that to 12 and say that that is the mass. If you're looking at sodium, I think it's 22.99. You'd round that to 23 and then find the neutrons. Okay? Does that make more sense?
Oh yeah. Well, it was dead, but it was fine.
Put this clip in because I clicked the computer thing multiple times and that was a tick. And that can mess me up sometimes, but it's usually fine. I can usually reverse it. My tics aren't bad because I've been drawing. Here is is a video of me after I had just come back in the classroom after having a panic attack, courtesy of Mr. Martins, who I will go back onto later in this video. So just stay tuned for him being racist. It's always the best part of the day. I'm in the elevator now. My schedule changed. That's why I had to go to the principal's office. Back up to English. I go. Be in my video. Be in my video. Hey. We are in English.
You kind of smell like a vodka.
And in Jaeger. They don't like their home.
Better take culinary next year. I don't like to do it all the time.
John.
Science. See? Yes, you always look sexy. Oh my god, they're making us stay in class. They're making us stay in class because something's happening. What do you think's happening? The butthole is out.
The heck?
Okay. Wow. Wait, I don't know.
It's so red.
Were you just in like PE or something? I'm making a video about like how school is with Tourette's.
No, I was just in a stale.
This is just it. Wow.
Okay.
Mr. Martin.
Hi.
I happen to be Native American, and the term Indian is probably, like, if it's offensive to a certain group, that's probably something that you don't want to say, especially if it's the people
So how
in
do
that
we
group.
rename the French and Indian War?
Well, that's fine. That's obviously
I'm
it's
just
an
telling
official
you, I'm
name.
just-
But
It's in history.
referring to that certain group as Indians is
Because
outdated.
there are numerous tribes on each side, okay?
Choir after filing a complaint against Mr. Martin's obvi.
Make sure you don't breathe anywhere in those phrases. So that goes for all of the whole thing. So every single dynamic level, peace and labor. 1 and 2, go.
Peace and labor and in rest. Not alone, and you never more will be.
I need a little more from spread at once.
There's only me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Sing louder.
eventually you're gonna have to wail on that. You're not alone. So open up your mouth on that one. 1 and 2 and go.
Peace and labor and in rest.
3 and 1.
You're not alone, and you never more will be.
Good. Okay, now what was your question? Okay.
So that's about it. That was 3 days, and I only filmed in the classes I could. So science, I filmed some after classes in English. I filmed a little bit in history, in math, and in choir. So that's yeah, it's kind of what I do. Mr. Martin sucks. Choir's great. I have multiple panic attacks a day usually, which is probably courtesy of Tourette's, because Tourette's also comes with anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and sensory issues, and I have quite a bit of those. So, yeah, yay, ha!